This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
On the South today, a Korean religious group that some describe as a cult finds favour and followers in Dunedin. All the devils are here. The future of Timaru's century-old Theatre Royal is to be the subject of a dramatic meeting on Monday. And the pitter-patter of many feet in Gore as the half marathon rolled through town. Kia ora, good evening with the South Today. I'm Craig Story. A religious group known as Elohim and described by some as a cult is operating in Dunedin. The group holds regular meetings at the University of Otago and is said to be recruiting students. Roselle LeBone has more.
The Roslyn Presbyterian Church in Highgate is the Dunedin HQ of the World Mission Society of God, which believes founder An Sung Hong is the incarnation of Christ. The South Today was told that using the name Elohim or the Elohim Training Institute, the group is approaching Dunedin people on the University of Otago campus and outside shopping malls.
And they tipped over and actually started trying to recruit her, quite seriously.
Esme Hall is a student and writer for the magazine Critic, and last week wrote a piece on Elohim.
Female students walking alone who are getting targeted, that's the majority of the friends that I've had, that's the experience they've had.
In Critic, Hall reports on the experience one of her friends had being baptised into the group.
And she just didn't really know how to say no and ended up getting taken to their church and pretty much baptised in there, in the name of their God.
Student Izzy Condon also reports the group tried to pressure her into signing up.
You need to give us an answer right now. Are you going to follow us or are you not? And it just it's very whoa, just very intense.
When they are wandering campus and going up to particularly young women and encouraging them to come with them, drive with them up to this church in Roslyn, that's not really a savoury kind of experience.
It just felt very invasive, almost intimidating in the way where someone says you're wrong or what you think is not right.
Lecturer and recognised cult expert Peter Daly, who now lives in South Korea, says universities need to do more to educate students on the presence of cults on campus.
It can take time for these groups to become known and gain a reputation, and that's the benefit of these transitory front groups. If one particular front group is banned from the university, they'll just register under a different name or stop using that name.
So it's a Thursday, it's 7 o'clock, and I'm just about to go and see if Elohim, aka World Mission Society of God, will speak to me. They're holding a meeting at the moment, which I believe is for new initiates. Are you willing to speak with me about your organisation? I've been speaking to a young woman who had some serious questions for you. Otago University Student Association Communications Manager Katrina McLennan told the South Today in a statement this week, "I don't believe OUSA has received a formal complaint, but please rest assured that this is being addressed internally." Roselle LeBone, the South Today.
A man died this morning following a crash on State Highway 99, the Riverton-Wallacestown Highway. The single vehicle crash was reported to police at 5:45 this morning. The man was the sole occupant of the vehicle. Serious Crash Unit will investigate the cause of the incident. Diversions remain in place while they conduct an examination of the crash site. Police are in the process of notifying next of kin. No further information is available at this time. The future of Timaru's 106-year-old Theatre Royal in the city's main street is up for debate at a meeting in the city on Monday. In March, the Timaru District Council decided not to provide $7 million for work to be done on a proposed upgrade. An outraged South Canterbury Drama League has invited Timaru Mayor Damon Odie and councillors for a meeting to discuss the matter on Monday.
We thought that a public meeting would be useful for everybody to be able to come and voice their concerns to the council. What we've done is invited the Mayor and councillors, and we're very gratified that quite a number of councillors have decided to come to the public meeting. And we hope in that meeting to hear from the council the rationale for the decision.
The theatre was built in 1911 and is said to have rivaled the Auckland Opera House at the time. Beautiful structure. Queenstown resident Norma Lakeland celebrated her 102nd birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Norma. Surrounded by family and friends in Kelvin Heights, Ms. Lakeland reminisced on some interesting aspects of her life. Born and raised in Dunedin, she later owned a Gold Coast restaurant with her late husband for 10 years before shifting to Queenstown 35 years ago. Ms. Lakeland also drove trucks for the American military in Wellington during World War II. What an interesting life. Happy birthday. The pitter-patter of many feet running filled the streets of Gore at the weekend at the town's half marathon. Organisers say the below average weather conditions reduced the number of people entering though.
Just prior to the start of the annual Gore Half Marathon, competitors were battling chilly, wet and windy conditions. The 12-kilometre event is coordinated by the Gore Harriers Club, and President Nigel Marsh says the weather wasn't on their side. The club had hoped for 300 entries, but Marsh believes they were well short of that target. Nevertheless, the brave souls who took part seemed to enjoy the run, and in some cases walk. First man across the line was Shannon Gudsell of Edendale, who says he was stoked as it was his first win in a half marathon. And the first woman across the line was Tanya Copeland of Tuatapere. The win was the third time she'd entered the event and says she gave it her all. The Gore Harriers Club moved the event forward this year after previous year's cooler conditions and inclement weather. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
And still to come on The South Today, important news. The Commerce Commission have rejected the Fairfax and NZME merge. Itu Union is very pleased.
Grandad loved his family and surfing, in that order. He taught me to surf, and we spent a lot of time in the water together over the years. When he died, I strapped the camera to the nose of his old board and filmed the paddle out at St. Clair. Gillian's played the video on the big screen at his funeral. Grandad would have loved having everyone come out one last surf with him.
Gillian's Funeral Services, helping families celebrate the lives of their loved ones for generations. Gillians.co.nz.
Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now, they will love you forever.
Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician, for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
It's on again. The Star Regent 24-hour book sale starts noon, 9th of June. Don't miss out.
We're a 25 Moray Place at Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focused on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
Hi, I'm Dennis Charlotte, and road racing motorcycles is my lifetime passion. It's a massive adrenaline rush, but the high-speed crashes have been tough on the body over the years. I almost felt as old as my mate Ian.
Sportsvel, supporting tendons, ligaments and cartilage. And Energy Plus helps replace the energy that everyday living takes away.
Now I feel more alive and have more sustained energy to really enjoy my racing.
Buy 2 packs of Sportsvel and get 2 packs of Energy Plus absolutely free. So call now, 0800 502 402.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
From rare to the recent, visit the legendary Hard to Find for your quality second-hand books. With the largest stock in New Zealand and a friendly book-loving atmosphere. For good prices, buying or selling, come visit 20 Dowling Street.
Put your seatbelts on for this one and rev it up. Thursday night is Motorsport Night. Proudly brought to you by multi-award-winning Garador.
Thank you for staying with the South today. It is bigger than just business news. The Commerce Commission has rejected the idea of Fairfax Media and NZME merging into one very large media organisation. The decision has been welcomed by the IT2 union. Senior Industrial Officer Paul Tolich says that the decision recognises that there are more than commercial interests at stake. He says the role of journalism is to hold to account the business interests and forces in our society, and he believes that the merger would have undermined that. Tolich says it is the only way we will make news media and journalism a viable business and occupation in New Zealand. All right, after the break on the South today, Football South asked the Dunedin City Council for $1 million. Tomorrow's ODT and the dreadful weather forecast too.
Loss of collagen is the reason for those fine lines and wrinkles. Silberhorn's Collagen Plus naturally supports your collagen levels, giving you younger, firmer looking skin, healthier, shinier hair and stronger nails. Joints, tendons, ligaments and cartilage all benefit from healthy collagen levels, the very foundation of structural health. Support collagen levels naturally with Collagen Plus by Silberhorn. Be quick, buy one now and get a second pack half price. Call now 0800 502 402.
The University of Otago, an institute of world-class education and the social epicentre of the city, with outfits needed for more formal functions like the ball and for less formal functions like...
The zoo? Are you sure?
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah, Dad, you'll definitely see me. I'm the one in the yellow and blue face paint and the onesie in the zoo.
Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now, they will love you forever.
Garador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garador's quality service. Garador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoura Valley Road. Visit www.garador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
Active Furnishers Limited, home of quality service with superior product and an in-house design team who are always happy to advise and create an imaginative solution for you. Active Furnishers Limited, part of Dunedin's design history.
Oh, help! Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
It's on again. The Star Regent 24-hour book sale starts noon, 9th of June. Don't miss out.
Autumn is here. Too late to sow grass seed, but never fear. Ready Lawn is here. Ready Lawn, your perfect all year round solution. Call Ready Lawn today.
Every reason, every season, we're proud proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Emu oil has been used for centuries to support joint mobility and tired muscles. Also helpful for supporting healthy skin. Available as oil or in capsules. Go to www.silverhorn.co.nz to order emu oil today.
Pigs have lived for 2 centuries in one of the most isolated places on Earth. But nobody knows for sure what will happen. This daring experiment could change the face of medicine forever.
Mondays at 8 p.m. features a series of hour-long documentaries by local filmmaker and medical doctor Paul Trotman. This week, Xeno, transplanting animal tissue into humans in the hope of a cure for diabetes. 8 p.m. Monday, only on Channel 39. Thank you again for staying with the South today. Police have confirmed that they've located the body of missing Dunedin woman Nicola Headley. Their thoughts are with the Headley family, as are ours during this very difficult time. Up to 60 volunteers from land search and rescue teams from North Otago, Catlins and Balclutha assisted in the search. This included Coast Guard and specialist search and rescue dogs. The media have been asked not to contact Ms Headley's immediate family directly. Football South is asking the Dunedin City Council for $1 million towards a multi-sport turf on Logan Park. The total cost of the proposed project is $3 million and the organisation says it has secured international backing.
Using their skills and hoping the council will help foot the bill. Football South has approached the Dunedin City Council asking for $1 million towards a multi-purpose pitch.
Yeah, we're trying to build a dual pitch, multi-sport, artificial turf surface for use for football, rugby, cricket and any other sports who wish to take advantage of it on Logan Park in Dunedin.
Football South's CEO Chris Wright says providing it goes ahead, these youngsters can be among a host of players from a variety of codes who can use this turf.
The council should support the project because it's not just for elite players, it's not just for one team, it's for the entire community. So tens of thousands of people are going to take advantage of this, and we're not fixated on football. It's for lots of sports. Anyone who wants to make use of it, casual users, students. Logan Park's an ideal place with it being next to the university and the Polytech.
Wright says they're proposing a multi-million-dollar facility and are looking to secure more organisations to fund the project along with FIFA.
The cost of the project all up is about $3 million, so we've requested today as part of the annual plan feedback and submission process $1 million from Council, and that's to supplement the funding with that's already ready from FIFA and New Zealand Football for around about $400,000 New Zealand dollars to support the project. And once we've got the council's commitment on that, then we can go to the rest of the funders and hopefully start building towards the end of this year.
The organisation was one of many putting proposals to council at the draft annual plan hearings. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
All right, let's recap tonight's top stories on The South Today. A religious group known as Elohim, described by some as a cult, is operating in Dunedin and recruiting at Otago University. The future of Timaru's 106-year-old Theatre Royal in the city's main street is up for a debate at a meeting in the city on Monday night. You best be there. And the pitter-patter of many feet running filled the streets of Gore at the weekend at the town's half marathon. Miserable weather, but people still went along. That's a good cue to take us to tomorrow's Otago Daily Times. Phil, big news.
All sorts tomorrow. Southern mayors have got together to seek a tourism levy. They'll struggle, of course. The government's consistently rejected that, but it's in the wake of the Freedom Campus and the huge amounts of rubbish around Lake Dunstan. An extraordinary amount has been collected just recently. While we're talking about that part of the world, a big new development in Queenstown, they seem to be happening all the time, a particularly important one in the paper tomorrow. And asked you just before we came on about render farms. I'd never heard of render farms, but you're fond of all knowledge. You knew what they were.
Yeah, it's a big bunch of computers in one place.
Well, one's coming to Vogel Street.
Oh my goodness.
And I think it's $1 million or something like that, and 10 jobs, and it'll, partly thanks to Dunedin being a giga town, it will process all sorts of games and videos and whatever else here in Dunedin from around the world.
Internationally, yeah.
So that's a gee whiz story.
Very interesting.
Talking about gee whiz, the NASA balloon.
Oh, propeller heads unite.
It's just over a week now, and apparently it's sprung a bit of a leak, so we'll catch up on what's happening with the NASA balloon.
Oh no.
Yeah. Parking wardens, something completely different. Dunedin, you might remember the reports about the body cameras.
Yes.
They're having a beneficial effect, not surprisingly.
Oh, very good.
Switch to the feature pages, Arts tomorrow, and an interview with Stella Duffy, the author and playwright. That's a really interesting one. She's now based in London, done extraordinarily well. Background, grew up in Tokoroa, of all places. And,
goodness.
And she says it wasn't too bad there.
Right,
so
and she'll be in Dunedin.
She's in Dunedin next week for the Dunedin Writers and Readers Festival.
Oh, that's going to be marvellous.
So that's going to be a big thing.
Bit of sparkle for the town.
Sparkle. Thought maybe I should mention the editorial. We often don't. It looks at the rejection by the Commerce Commission today of the Fairfax and NZME massive media merger.
Yes.
And so we look at that issue because it's obviously of interest to anyone with an interest in journalism.
Well, the implications of those two massive entities joining was never going to be good. And I heard on the radio as I was coming into work tonight that 130 jobs have been dropped in Sydney.
Yes.
Whether or not this is that is actually related, it still means a reduction of journalistic power, potency and investigative power.
Yes, that was from Fairfax newspapers.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, there are tremendous economic pressures going on and there will be change, but the merger wasn't going to solve the underlying issues that Fairfax or NZME or anyone else faces.
No, shareholder-driven ideas are never a good idea for a democracy. Phil, thank you so very much, sir. All right, prepare yourself, grab a raincoat and some polar fleece because here comes your weather.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Silverhorn Collagen Plus.
Starting with today's southern view, taken of rain on the bonnet of a used Nissan Maxima. It occasionally has battery issues. Here's our situation. A southwesterly flow dominates the country with blustery winds, frosts and dark rain clouds, including horizons from the north to the deep south. The southern outlook, this is everywhere you go in the deep south. Strong southwesters, showers and 10 degrees. From Balclutha to the Catlins, Lumsden to Gore, prepare yourself with polar fleece, please. To the central outlook, very similar conditions for you. Gusty southwesters and brief showers in Alexandra, 12 degrees. 11 in Queenstown, similar conditions, although it might be a little bit better. Taianau, 10 degrees, showers and gusty southwesters in Wanaka, 11. Off to Oamaru, gusty southwesters, brief showers and 10. Strong southwesters in Omarama, very wet and 11. Timaru, 12 degrees. Twizel, 11, and in both of those beautiful places, strong southwesters and showers can be expected. In Dunedin tonight, occasional showers, gusty southwesters and 7. Thursday, fine at first, but a rapid deterioration throughout the day, bringing strong and cold southwesters, wintry showers, but a strange clearing by the afternoon, 6 and 11. Friday, sunny periods, then cloudy and cold. Fresh, cold, southwesters, 4 and 10. Saturday might be cool and light winds. In Invercargill tonight, showers, southwesters, 5 degrees, and they will be strong and cold. Thursday, wintry showers and easing slowly cold southwesters, 5 and 10. Friday, a little bit of sun is promised, but those southwesters do not abate, 4 and 10. Saturday will be cold again, a little bit of sun, and the winds just might be easing. I'd recommend 3 or 4 layers of clothing to keep you warm tomorrow through till Friday. Thank you very much for your attention. This is The South Today. I'm Craig Story. Good evening.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.